What up, witches and beaches? Hey there, my retro dolls. So, nobody's here yet, but that's perfectly okay with me. This was pretty spontaneous. Just so you guys know, from here on out, I want to kind of make this more of a regular thing where I'm going live on here on more of a regular basis, doing readings for you guys. I also want to open up memberships eventually too, so that I can do readings for members and kind of hook you guys up in that way. And yeah, all of that good stuff. So keep an eye out for more live streams. And again, if you're local, not again, because I didn't say this shit before, but if you're local to the Fresno Clovis area, then you can get in-person readings with me. And also, I am going to start hosting full moon circles in the Tower area in Fresno starting October 9th. So like if you ever wanted to like dance around the fire under the full moon with a bunch of like weirdo witches from your community, that's what's up. So come through. If you have questions about that, let me know. But anyways, let's get into some readings for you guys. If anybody is wanting to get a reading, just give me your first name and what you'd like your reading to be about, and we can get into it, my love. Otherwise, we are going to look into a collective reading, like see what's going on for the collective. So again, if you're wanting a reading, now is the time. Let me know your first name and what you'd like your reading to be about. Also, in honor of Hocus Pocus 2 coming out today, we are using the Hocus Pocus Tarot deck. Where's she at? Where's she at? Boop. And also, I'm wearing my hair clips that say Hocus Pocus. So she came prepared. Anyways, so let's get into it. We're going to start off with a collective reading just to get things rolling. Let me know how it's resonating with you while I'm pulling cards. And again, if you're wanting to get your own reading, all I need is your first name and what you'd like it to be about. But let's just see what's going on for the collective right now. Oh, okay. Whoa, Nikes. Wow. Okay, I love this. Okay, so hey y'all, so I'm seeing the comments just now, so I will get into your guys' readings after this collective. But so here's what's coming through for the collective. We have the 10 of Swords, Transformation, or the Death card, and then the 4 of Pentacles, and the underlying energy here is the 2 of Swords. So right now what's going on for the collective is it feels like a lot of us have been dealing with a lot of heavy shit lately, but we're finally coming to an end. It's like all of the retrogrades, all of the old energies that's come up, all of the like old issues that we dealt with in the past that seem to have like shown up in our current lives, we are finally like addressing them differently from how we used to in the past. And because of that, it's like end of a chapter. We're done with that shit. And we're allowing ourselves to transform and have that transformative time of like moving past that and creating stability for ourselves. Financial stability is a big one that's coming through for a lot of us as well. So like, go you, collective, go you. Let me know how this is resonating for you guys, by the way. So now we have the 4 of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the 3 of Potions. So essentially the advice here is, yeah, you're a bit at a crossroads and you're feeling like burnout is a big thing. It just feels like you are feeling burnt out. You're over it. And you kind of just want to like move on to the next month. Like September done played a number on all of us. And now we just want to move on into the next month of October where we can be weird and fun and witchy. And it looks like that's what we're being invited to do with the 3 of Potions or the 3 of Cups. That's all about like drinking, hanging out, gossiping with your best friends, shooting the shit with your best Judies. It's that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what we're being invited to step into, is allowing ourselves to be more communicative with our friends, with our community. Okay, so let's get some advice. What's some advice for this collective? And then we're gonna move on to Cindy's question. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. Appreciate you hanging out. All right, let's says dragons, slay them all. And then thorns, weave together the crown you desire. So yeah, it's literally just like we've been new. We're exhausted from all of the other bullshit that we've experienced. You know what I mean? And now it's like putting an end to that. So what came through with the 10 of Swords, it's that. And then thorns, weave together the crown that you deserve. And that's you hanging out with your friends. You get it? So anyways, collective, we are being called to recognize that heavy shit, we don't want it. We're doing things differently moving forward. And we are celebrating with our friends. We're celebrating ourselves. We're like, if you've been invited to a Halloween party and you've said no, time to rethink that is the vibe that I'm getting here. Anyways, I hope that was helpful. Now let's move on to your guys' readings. Just so you know, let me put this up here. Just so you know, super chats get priority readings. Just so you know, not necessary, but if there is one, I definitely jump the line to get to you. So, Cindy would like to know if I'm going to be moving and when. Ooh, okay. Let's see. By the way, if I'm reading for you, please let me know how it's resonating, communicate back and forth, you know. All right, but let's look into it. Cindy would like to know if they're going to be moving and when. Well, timing, that's kind of hard to get really specific on, so I'll try my best. Let's see. Okay, so what I keep seeing is to me, it feels like you want to move. I keep seeing you two legs and one going and trying to really make this big move. But what I'm seeing is a movement that's a little bit more. So this is you wanted to move into a different state. This might be more of a move into a different town or city. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Is you want big growth, big expansion, and it might not be as impactful as that. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Music. Turn the lights, bruh. I wish I could play music during these live streams, but YouTube. Okay. Exactly. Exactly. So here's what I'm seeing for you, my love. We have the Knight of Cups. Does this move have anything to do with a significant other? Whether that's you trying to leave behind an ex or you moving to a new relationship. And then we have the Master and the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is giving to me, it feels like you might have moved for a relationship and then it didn't turn out to be what you had anticipated. And now you're just can I get the fuck out of here? Where's the exit? High Priestess in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse, and the 9 of Swords in reverse. Babes, it's not going to be for a minute until you move, because the vibe that I'm getting here is you are not really acting in your highest good, essentially. To me, it just feels like you really need to force this move to happen if you want it to, because right now the vibe that I'm getting is you getting buried by other people's shit, getting overwhelmed by other people's shit. And so it's if you want to move, you need to make the steps to get that shit done, even if it really is just you moving towns rather than states. You know what I'm saying? Cindy, let me know how that's resonating for you. Yeah. Ace of Swords, you're being called to take that action, to be out my way, bitches. I'm going this direction. Yep. 6 of Wands, victory. And the 7 of Cups in reverse. So it's not going to be as expansive as you're wanting, but it's necessary. So as far as the timing goes, that really depends on you. I just feel you getting to this place of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay, hold up. Supposed to be moving with my ex, who is one of my closest friends. My rent went up and I have to move. His house just got destroyed by the storm, so now I don't know what to do. Got it. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense because this just feels like everything imploding, and it just feels like you need to have the strategy here. Hold up. Okay, so what's some advice for her? Some advice for Cindy. I feel like there's an option you haven't looked into yet. There's an option you haven't looked into yet. Is it possible that, like, because I don't know if you guys live in, like, say you live in Georgia, he's in Florida. I don't know if there's a place where you can, like, be, like, middle ground kind of thing. Because, yeah, it just feels like there's an option you haven't yet explored. This is like an energy of pissed off and defeated. And instead of being pissed off and defeated, be pissed off and take action. So accept love, bruh. This is like calling you to allow yourself to receive options that maybe you haven't looked at before, receive support that maybe you haven't reached out to before. So I don't know if, like, moving is fucking expensive. So prepare all around that. But what I'm seeing right now is be creative with your exploration of options. So talking to people that maybe you haven't talked to before, reaching out. Okay. That we can look into, because that makes a lot of sense with allowing yourself to accept love, because that's like family support as well. So let's see about your sister, because that feels like the option. That feels like the option there. Yeah. Do you guys have different dads or something like that? Bro. Yeah. Okay, so Judgment card, 8 of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. This is literally like, this is Judgment Day. Move quickly to the abundance. So all signs point to go move in with your sister. Yeah. And Lovers in reverse, representing your ex. Yep, you do have different dads. That's funny, because literally the Emperor in reverse came out. So I was just wanted to put that out there. But essentially, it looks like you need to take your sister up on that offer. And when it comes to your ex, if you guys are still friends and that's an option for him as well, that might be something to look into as well. But for you, sister's house. Okay. So who's up next? If you're wanting to get a reading, just give me your name and what you'd like your reading to be about. If you're wanting to send a tip or payment or jump the line, you can either send a super chat or there's a link to all payment options down below, but it's not entirely necessary, but definitely appreciated. You're so welcome. Okay. I feel so down and under pressure. I'm way too fun to be this stressed, yeah. Oh, I'm not the girl I was or used to be. Bitch, I might be better. Turn up the music. Turn on the lights. All right. So who's next? Cynthia. We're going from Cindy to Cynthia. That's how my mom spells her name, by the way. Cynthia, currently single. Okay, I would like to know about love. Hold up. Let me get my chakra deck. Because that's one I like to use for love readings. So I'm gonna go grab that. Where the fluff did it? Where did I put it? There it is. Found it. Okay. All right. What is going on with Cynthia in their love life? Oh. Okay, Cynthia. So question here. We have the King of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and then the Five of Wands. So is there a, to me, it feels like this might have either been recent or this is just like a significant relationship that ended. To me, this feels like you ended a relationship that you might be feeling regret over, or like, did I make the right decision? Does that resonate with you at all as something current or something that maybe you have experienced before? Because that one came out clear. It might even be like, I don't know if you have kids, but like baby daddy kind of stuff. Yep, and there comes the Six of Cups. Okay, so yeah, the Two of Swords, Six of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. This is giving big energy over, not really? No? Okay, well then let me reshuffle, because that was being way specific about somebody who ended a relationship with baby daddy and has having second thoughts. So if that ain't you, girl, let's reshuffle. Okay. What's going on for Cynthia and their love life? If that resonated with one of you guys, shout it out so I know that it was somebody. Sometimes that happens. The wires get crossed. Okay. What's going on for Cynthia and their love life? Are you on dating apps or anything like that, Cynthia? Because I feel like you aren't putting yourself, like you truly, like who you actually are. I don't feel like you're putting yourself out there enough. I keep getting this energy of you like guarding yourself. Not at this time. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense, because it to me feels like you are closing yourself off to receiving love. So we have the Four of Wands, the Chariot, and then the Five of Cups. So this is telling me that you need to allow yourself to take opportunities to get out of your comfort zone, to try things outside of your home, to do things differently this time. Because what it feels like is, it feels like old wounds, like you're kind of like you want somebody to be with, but at the same time you're like scared of that. So it's like a relationship will be great, but you know what I mean? And that those two can't fully thrive together. You know what I mean? Yeah. Two of Cups, Knight of Coins. Oh, and the 10 of Cups. Dude, okay. This is very much giving me, when it comes to your love life, as soon as you allow yourself to fully be seen and you present yourself out into the world, you go try things that maybe you haven't tried yet, that is when you're going to find your long-term person. So I want you to start doing things that maybe you thought of doing before, whether that's like taking a class or going and doing yoga at a studio or going and taking a walk at the park or whatever it is. Like, do things that have been on your mind and your radar just for yourself. Because I feel like as soon as you decide to just go out into the world for yourself, to be social, that's when you're going to find your person. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Your advice, your guidance here is literally just kind of have a moment with yourself, self-reflection, and just be like, okay, yeah, I haven't really been giving love much of a fair shot. So let me actually go out into the world and present myself and try new things. Go out on dating sites and just fuck around and find out. Just fuck around and find out, because that's what it really feels like. You just need to allow yourself to fuck around and find out for a little bit. Yeah, Six of Wands, victory, my love. Like, you're going to be okay, truly. It's just you need to allow yourself to get out of this cycle of holding yourself back while simultaneously wanting to have adventures. So anyways, my love, I hope that was helpful. Appreciate you, dude. All right. Who's the next victim? If you want me to pull some cards for you, just give me your first name and what you'd like me to look into. If you're wanting to send donations or anything like that, you're welcome, Cynthia. The link is in the description of this video to send anything if you're wanting to do that. Or if you want a private reading, I also offer those on my website, which is also linked in the description of this video. But anyways, what's up? What's up, y'all? You got questions? I got answers. Let's get into it. Turn up the music. Turn down the lights. Bruh, I wish I could play music on this. I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright. Okay. Alright. It's about damn time. I'm not gonna scroll back to the comments simply just because like if I don't know if you're still here. So that's why I'm like, you guys want a reading, let me know. Okay, Carol. If the job you have is for you, also my ex and my soulmate, girl. Here's the vibe. You can have many soulmates, like platonic and romantic, but my opinion is, before I get ahead of myself, my opinion is like, if you know, like, I can't think straight. What I was going to say is if you think they're your soulmate, like there's no denying it. Like if you know, then you fucking know. Like if that's your soulmate, there's no fucking denying it. But I'll look into it, get some clarity on that. But we're first going to look into your job and then we're going to look into that question about your ex. So is the job that Carol's in, is it for her? I keep hearing temporarily. Temporarily. It was a means to an end is the vibe that I'm getting. Yeah, this was kind of just like a stepping stone to something bigger for you. What that something is, I'm not entirely sure. That's for you to figure out. But we have the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and then the King of Wands in reverse. So, and the underlying energy here was the Two of Cups. So what this is telling me is this was more of a job for the short term, for you to like collect some coin, build some stability, and allow yourself to learn how to move forward. But at this point, it's not really fueling any type of passion, any type of creative endeavors. To me, this is like a job that you know you can have for a long time, but there's no real progression, no growth, no like, you know, anything above that to really aim for. Is that making sense for you? Let me know, because yeah, that's what I'm getting when it comes to job. Yeah, it just feels like it was meant to pay bills, period. That's it. Now let's jump into the juicier question about you and this ex, supposed soulmate, alleged soulmate. If you feel comfortable, Carol, letting me know that person's like the initial of their first name. There we go. You can let me know that person's initial, then we can get the ball rolling on this one. Okay. All right. It's about that time. Turn up the music. Let's celebrate. By the way, if you can hear other noises, it's because where I work, the walls are paper thin, so you can hear the neighboring offices. But yeah, so Carol, I'm just waiting for you to let me know the initial of your ex's first name, and then we will get into it, my dude. Okay. Hello, Carol. What is it? Carol, my dude. Let's have a conversation. Where you at? This neighbor dude is loud as fuck. It's driving me crazy. But Carol, honestly, if you're not going to give me that, then I'm gonna have to move on because this is a conversation, my dude. And if I'm the one only having it to myself, then I'm gonna move on. What up, Demetrius? Okay. So I'm going to move on until, Carol, we can circle back to you later, but I'm going to move on. If anybody else would like to get a reading, just let me know. And yeah, I'm going to move on. There we go. Okay. So new around here. If Carol isn't around anymore, I'm trying to see if I should move or stay where I'm at for a bigger, longer. Got it. Hugs. All right, let's look into it. Or a bit longer. Okay. So let's see. Rose. If you should move or stay where you're at a bit longer. Okay, so should she move? Should Rose move? Thank you. Thank you. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so one question I have for you, Rose, is when it comes to, you can't super chat. Oh no, I don't know why. If you want to send like a donation or anything like that, the link in the description here, I have Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal down in the description. If you're wanting to send a donation, I appreciate that. So we have the Hangman, 10 of Swords in reverse, and the 9 of Swords, which is definitely telling me that the living environment that you're in right now is definitely one that isn't really allowing you to thrive. It feels like I don't know if you have issues with the landlord or just with the environment or what it is, but to me, it feels like an energy of you just being stressed the fuck out living there. And they're saying to move with a quickness. However, they're asking you to really look at your finances as well. So they're like, yes, we recognize the urgency of you needing to like move on and to leave behind this environment, and they support that. However, it's like you need to also give a real honest look at your finances and see what you are comfortable with. Does that make sense for you? Let me know. So what's the advice here? Yeah, of course. New beginnings. Have courage to open new doors. Have courage to open a new door. Yeah. So it's like shedding old skin. So you definitely are being supported in moving. It's just that taking a look at what you can afford is like a major thing for you to take into consideration. Okay. There it is. So when it comes to your finances, start being real with yourself. Like, don't spend the extra money on coffee. Don't like, you know what I mean? Just like budget a little bit so that you're more supported and comfortable in this transition, because you are being fully guided to move forward. Okay. So moving, yes, but get your finances right first. That part. You are welcome. One question for you though. I'm going to pull Oracle, but do you want guidance for the everyday witch, or this one that's called Believe Your Own Magic? You want magic or witch? You know what time it is. I'm coming out tonight. I'm coming out tonight. Funny. Okay. Witch. Hey, what's up? Welcome. I wonder why you guys can't send super chats. I gotta figure this thing out. Gotta figure it out, man. Okay. I also want to start making, hey Vivian, I want to start offering memberships so I can do these live streams for members and like do them specifically for you guys and that kind of stuff. But for right now, we're just building, but I am going to start doing this more regularly for you guys too. So that's the thing. Okay. So what does Rose need to know? Sun and stars. So they're really calling you, essentially, your guidance here is to believe in yourself first and foremost. And so also take inspired action based off of like a masculine energy. So the masculine energy of like, for example, feminine energy is about feeling. It's like going internally, it's receiving, it's the internal work. Masculine energy is external work, taking inspired action. And so they're really just saying like, you're divinely supported, take inspired action. So everything surrounding you, Rose, is literally just saying like, go, do the thing, go, go, go. Okay, so yeah, I have no idea how I can do that. Okay. You're welcome, Rose. You're welcome. Whoa, Carol, delayed response. Okay. Super slow, really? Because maybe on your end, I'm not entirely sure why. But anyways, you're back. So let's see. Exactly, this job I'm at right now is not for me. It does help with the bills, but besides that, I'm not feeling it. Exactly. This is the perfect opportunity for you to explore your creative endeavors, maybe turn a hobby into something that is financially like supportive as well, until you can like transition into something that actually aligns with the shit you actually care about. Nah, I mean, but no need to like jump ship immediately. Okay. Let's look into that real quick, and then we can get into other readings for other people. There we go. So, so what was the dynamic between Carol and Kelvin? Now a Spice Girls song just came in my head, and I think it's for you. Stop right now. Thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. Hey, you. Always on the run, gotta slow it down, baby, gotta have some fun. Okay, so, excuse me. Oh, please. So I don't necessarily think that this person was your soulmate. However, I do think that they showed up in your life for a very, for a lesson, you know? So you're showing up as the Temperance card. They're showing up as the Hanged Woman in reverse. And the energy between you guys is the Five of Coins in reverse. So essentially, the energy here is literally just saying, like, it feels to me like you are kind of in this place of impatience when it comes to love. It's like, did I just miss my opportunity? Was that the one that got away? Did I fuck up somehow? And it's just like, you're not really allowing the divine timing to take place. You're not really allowing yourself to look at it from a lesson point of view and just saying, like, okay, well, what did I learn in that relationship? And what can I take with me moving on? You know, it's like this impatient feeling of like, no, I need it now. And I think I fucked up and I missed out on that one. And then with them as the Hanged Woman in reverse, it feels to me like they're in this energy of like, I honestly don't know if you like keep tabs on them or if you check in on their social media or if you talk to them or whatever, but I kind of get this vibe that they're, hold up, let me just pull some more cards. I need clarification here. Yeah, you know, the thing is, I think that they're slowly trying to learn from themselves, trying to like grow and develop, but here's the thing. I think that you're giving too much credit to this person. I think that, yeah, they were really good relationship or that you felt friendly, but ultimately I think that you kind of look back at it and put rose colored glasses on, whereas the reality is like they're just normal ass person trying to learn some shit about themselves. Is that making sense? Like underlying energy here is the Hermit. So this is all about introspection. Like this is you looking inward when it comes to this connection. To me, it feels like they are trying to figure out how to navigate their own lives with the Six of Coins, the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Coins. It's like they're just trying to figure their shit out. They're not even really, to me, I know that to you, this feels like a very important person. It's meant to feel like a very important person to you. However, outsider looking in, this feels to me like they are focused on working on themselves and like bettering themselves and trying to develop themselves. And you're kind of just, but we were meant to be, and I'm sorry I fucked it up. Meanwhile, they're just like in this energy, and you are over here. You know what I mean? They're like, I'm just trying to keep things together in my life. And you're just like, but me. So, you know, so ultimately, I don't think that this was your soulmate. I think this was somebody that was significant in your life that was meant to teach you a lesson about yourself, so that maybe you do things differently in future relationships. But when it comes to that specific one, I ain't seeing it. I ain't seeing it like that. I'm going to pull Oracle for you to get you some guidance. And if anybody else would like to get a reading, just let me know. Oh, wow. Escapist, come home to yourself. Yep. It's all about you, babe. This isn't about them. So, anyways, if anybody else would like to get a reading, just give me your first name and what you'd like your reading to be about, and we'll get into it. And if you want to send a tip or a donation, I appreciate that. There is in the description a link to Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. You're welcome, dude. You're welcome. I got to figure out why super chats aren't an option, because that would obviously be easier for all involved. But anyways. Vivian. Okay. Life, So just like where you need to focus your energy for your highest good, is that kind of what we're vibing with? Okay. Okay. So let's see what's going on for Vivian. Okay. Because I was going to say, it feels like you're getting yourself overwhelmed, Vivian, with life. It's like you're... Okay. So we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Wands, and then the High Priestess in reverse. So what this is telling me is like you have a tendency to wait for permission rather than support. It's like you don't really know what action to take until somebody gives you the green light. And you're really being called to just take inspired action for yourself. To just say like, yo, this is like what I want, and I'm not going to ask somebody for permission. I'm going to ask them for support and just do the thing that I feel called to do. Rose, thanks, Rose. I appreciate you. Yeah. Queen of Swords. It's like, I'm done asking questions. I said what the fuck I said, and I'm going to do it. So I don't know if you've just started embodying that energy or if you're being called to embody that energy, but Vivian, girl, like, do the thing and like, don't hesitate. Just do the thing. Empress in reverse and the Page of Pumpkins in reverse, or the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you. So when it comes to, and by the way, Vivian, let me know how this is resonating with you, because this is a conversation. So we're gonna have it back and forth here. It feels to me like it might have stemmed from having a mother that was a little too overbearing, or maybe even a neglectful mother. It's like one or the other. So she was either way too much in your business or completely not in your business. It's very much this vibe of like, I struggle just taking action and feeling really solid in the action that I'm going to take. Is that making sense to you, Vivian? Knight of Potions, Seven of Swords, and the Six of Pumpkins. It feels to me like you always feel when you communicate with somebody how, like, what you want to do. Completely out. Oh, completely out. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, because it just feels like free falling kind of thing. So to me, it feels like when you go to do something and you're like communicating to somebody. So let's say like you want to take a different direction in your career, but you have a partner and you want to like keep them in the loop about it. It feels to me like you think you need to have some big strategy to explain yourself. And the reality is like, babes, you don't. So to me, like what your guides are really trying to communicate to you is to walk away from this energy, like you just doing what you feel called to do without asking for permission first is going to help heal those wounds, the wounds of not trusting yourself before you take action, the wounds of not believing in yourself. You know what I mean? So let's see what your advice is. Yeah. So weave together the crown you deserve. Justice is coming. And then the last one is slay them all. So it really just does feel like as soon as you decide to start just taking inspired action, Exactly. You just want to be free. And it's literally it's saying exactly that. Like, once you decide to take that inspired action of saying, like, I don't want this in my life. I just want to be free. I want to do things that align with me. And I don't want to ask anybody before I take action. Like, that is what's going to really propel you forward into having this justice for yourself. So, your advice here, babes, is to just do one thing that you want to do today. And tomorrow, do one thing that you want to do, that you want to do. You want to do. You know what I mean? That's the big message for you, babes. Do what you want to do for you today. Okay? Inspired action, Ace of Wands. All right, Vivian, I hope that was helpful, my love. By the way, if you guys have any questions about anything that I'm saying, feel free to let me know. If you want to reach out to me privately, the best way to do that is through Instagram, which is linked in the description of this video too. It's Jessie Retro Readings on Instagram. Okay. Who's up next? Melanie. Yay, for sure, for sure. What would you like your reading to be about, Melanie? Let me know and we will jump into it for you. Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I wish there was another song in my head because I just feel like I'm on repeat with that one. In the minute, I'm in the cinnamon, the woman about me, yeah. Peanut pussy, walking in my Balenciaga seas, trying to bring out the fabulous. By the way, if you ever want to book a private reading, you can do that through my website, and that is linked in my bio. I also have mentorship programs, full moon circles, spell kits, all the things. You can see Healer's Retreat, bruh, I do the most. You can just find all that on my website. It's in the description. Melanie, what are we doing your reading about? I'm gonna need like 2 shots in my cup. Wanna get up, wanna get down. So I feel right now. Oh, I feel so down and under pressure. Okay. I want to know about my relationship with my husband, Adam. Is he cheating on me, or we should go our separate ways, or we should work on it? Got it. Turn up the music. Turn down the lights. Okay. Vivian, thank you, girl. Currently without light. No, because of the hurricane, and this message has definitely inspired me. If not for me, for my 2 babies, in which I followed your advice and got pregnant ASAP. Oop! You followed my advice and got pregnant ASAP. My advice told you to get pregnant? Excuse me? When? Well, that doesn't sound like me. How did I advise that? But also, I'm glad that your reading was helpful. That might have been like back in the day advice. Okay, so Melanie and Adam. Okay, so what's going on with Melanie and Adam? Okay, what I keep hearing is work in progress, Melanie. To me, it feels like this is a relationship that's always like under construction. I think even before marriage, you kind of had a little bit of a rocky start. By the way, let me know while I'm doing your reading how it's resonating for you. But this is very much giving the vibe of like you've been through a lot together. Excuse me. Well, I'm telling you, this is the card that came out for you, Melanie. Boop. And this is about being at a crossroads. So this makes a lot of sense because this is being at a crossroads, needing to make a decision that you can't come back from. Oh no. And the underlying energy here is the King of Swords. And that's my narcissist card. You know what I mean? I got a reading and you told me to relax. And yes, he's 1 year old. Oh, that one. Yes. Okay. You probably asked about it. And I was like, girl, just chill. It's going to happen. And it did. That's crazy. Okay. So, back to you, Melanie. So the underlying energy here is the King of Swords, which is like, been to so much. Excuse me. Hey, Judy, hold up until after I get done with this reading and then throw your name into the pot again, but just wait until I'm done with this one. I'll get to you. So this is basically giving me a vibe that this is something that is not a healthy relationship. So I'll just give you that. So the energy between you guys is the 5 of coins. And this to me is always the energy of like, well, they've been in my life for a bit and I guess I should keep them around. It's not like they bring any benefit to my life or they do anything substantial to like really make me happy or positive energy, but I've known them for forever. So maybe I should just keep them around. This is like keeping people in your life for old time's sake, even though like they ain't shit anymore. And them coming through as the Wheel of Fortune pisses me off, to be honest, because from what I can feel from you, the fact that they're coming through as the Wheel of Fortune tells me that they're really quick to sweep shit under the rug and be like, what? That was yesterday. That was somebody else. That ain't me. Like they don't hold or take responsibility for their actions and they keep it pushing as if like yesterday never happened. You know what I mean? So for you, you have the Hermit in reverse, King of Coins in reverse, and the 7 of Coins, which definitely tells me that I don't know if you're the one that's been like making sure that bills are paid and that the responsibilities are met or whatever. But to me, it definitely feels like you thought that you could rely on this person to support you and they're just not, like financially or feeling supported in general. It just feels like I put my fucking hope into you. I put my belief into you. I put my fucking life in your hands. And like, I was going to ask about if you have kids, just because like, look at the imagery. That's the mother and the daughter, just like looking back in disappointment, you know, that's you and your daughter. I want to say, as somebody who has a child, do what's best for yourself and what's best for her, because like you're a stay-at-home mom. That makes sense. Because it definitely feels like you're putting a lot of belief into what he, like him supporting you, making sure bills are paid and everything, but you're the one that's actually keeping things running. So it's like you are out of your comfort zone because he's the one making the money. So overall, for him, he has the Magician, the Devil, and the Strength in reverse. This, I'm sorry, love, like I'm not trying to diagnose anybody of anything. Yeah. I'm not trying to diagnose anybody of anything, but this is screaming like narcissist. Like this is screaming that in the sense of like, when it comes down to it, they're actually really insecure. Like they cannot take a joke when it comes to them. Like this is not a laughing matter. You know what I mean? Like they're serious when it comes to them like somebody talking about them, then all bets are off. Who the fuck do you think you are? You know what I mean? But they're the one that has to be in control. Their word is law. Like this feels like somebody who has the mindset of bills are paid. I've done enough. I don't know. I was going to say about your question of the third party. 3 of Coins comes out in reverse, so that makes a lot of sense. 2 of Coins and the High Priestess. Ultimately, what this is saying overall for you, Melanie, is basically even like even if I don't get the vibe that he is seeing somebody else. But what I'm seeing here, especially with the last 3 cards that came out, is literally like, and so what? And so what? Even if he wasn't seeing somebody, is that literally all it's going to take for you to stay? Is like, well, at least he's faithful, even though I'm fucking miserable and I don't feel safe and I don't feel seen and I don't feel cared for and I don't feel loved. But I guess I can just deal with that, seeing as how I'm the only one he's with. Girl, what? That's bare minimum. Bare minimum. You deserve better. You know what I mean? He thinks because he goes to work and I stay at home taking care of the house and our daughter that I don't do anything at all. Girl, have him stay home for a week and just try. Like when I went full time doing this and my husband quit his job, and so he had to take care of the house and he's taking care of our daughter, he realized this shit is nonstop. This shit is hard work. And it just feels like your husband is incredibly dismissive, and that's all you need to know, is that he is self-serving and fucking dismissive of you. And if you stay around, that's what you're signing up for. And I'm telling you, like, you have the keys, baby. You can do and go wherever you want. Don't believe the manipulation, because when the magician came out for him, this is like sleight of hand and trickery. This is also lies and stuff like that. This is making up stories, making things up. And so to me, it feels like he has you believing that this is as good as it's going to get, my dude. That's what he's got you believing. This is as good as it's going to get. You're not going to get any better. Da, 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 da. So I'm going to pull some guidance for you, but my advice to you, just like human to human, is start exploring your options. Start exploring your options. And if you don't know what options to start with, just be like, okay, well, I need to have, like, if you have your mother, or if you have a family member, or if you have like a community or something like that, start seeing what your options are for either childcare or housing or work, you know, just one foot in front of the other and see what options you have. Yep, change, new season of life. Woo! Yeah, girl. Move on. Move on, my dude. Okay. I hope that was helpful. If nothing else, just confirming what you were already feeling, I think. So I'm gonna do, what was it, Judy's reading? Yeah, it was Judy. But I did see, y'all are quick. Y'all are quick. Because I told Judy I'd get into it, and I'll make hers quick. But Hannah, with the question that you just put in, that sounds a lot like, and I don't mean this to sound like I'm throwing it around, but that does sound like a narcissistic mother, or like somebody who has narcissistic tendencies. Because a lot of the time when you, like, what I know of narcissistic mothers is that they see their daughter as competition, because they have that insecurity. So that could be why. Maybe explore a little bit, research a little bit around narcissistic mothers and see if there are parallels there, because that sounds a lot like that. But I'm going to do Judy's reading, and then we'll move on from there. By the way, if you do want to send like a tip or a donation, that does get you to jump the line. The link, or the description of this video, has a link to Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. So if you send any of those, you jump the line. But otherwise, y'all just chill. I'll get to as many of you as I can. I have like another half hour. We're going to get it done. Anyways, Judy, so you were wanting to know about like, you've done the research, and I felt a reading could give insight on those emotions. Yeah, definitely. If I'm able to get to that, I will for sure. Thank you for helping me so much right now. Me and my daughter. Oh, of course. Beautiful. I'm happy to help, Melanie. Okay, so now let's get to Judy. We'll make this one short and sweet since I know a bunch of you want to get readings. Okay, so wondering if you'll marry again. All right, what's in store for Judy when it comes to marriage? Okay, well, I just heard slow your roll. Yeah, I just heard slow your roll. And then I looked at the bottom of the deck and it's the Temperance in reverse, which is about impatience and imbalance. So, oh, honey babes, you got some shadow work to do before, like, because let's just start off this. The way that I work and the way that I read is to basically put you in alignment with your highest good. So I could easily say, oh yeah, go to this place and you'll find this person, da, 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 da. But what I'm seeing is if you want to find somebody worthy of marrying, worthy of like actually locking it down, taking their last name if you choose to, like that whole thing, actually finding somebody worthy of that, you got some skeletons in your closet that need to be addressed. So we have the Page of Swords, which whenever I see this card, that is my like shadow work card. And if you don't know what shadow work is, feel free to let me know and I will explain. Then the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So that's telling me that it feels like there's this almost defensive energy around it. And the vibe that I'm getting here is like you needing to look back at the past relationships that you've experienced. Why is it that I allowed myself to hold space for this person? Why is it that I found myself in this kind of relationship before? Like asking yourself those hard questions. And I don't think that you've looked at that before, because what I'm seeing is somebody that is like, dude, that was in the past. I don't want to fucking look at it. It's not, we're moving on to bigger and better. Ew. When it's like, yeah, you can move on to bigger and better, but if you're not conscious of the past, if you're not like learning from the past, then you're bound to repeat it. So it's like, take a look back at the past. Why is it you got into those places before? Why is it that you ignored certain red flags previously? And why won't you ignore them moving forward? You get what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? I hope so. Okay. Let me get you some advice. You can be your own knight. You can be your own knight, knight in shining armor. Let me just read this one to you. Number 1, it's the first card in the deck. So this is like, yeah, babes, we need to take one baby step. We're baby stepping, okay? You may be in a dire situation you need to escape from. Rest assured, you have the power within to preserve. Wait, what? Persevere. Sorry. You have the power within to persevere. You already know you don't need to be rescued by a charming prince or a chivalrous knight in shining armor. You've got your own shield and sword, and God's help anyone who thinks they can do a better job. So essentially, my love, you're really being called to take a look inward and to just look at past relationships that you've experienced and what you want moving forward, so that you don't just settle for anything and anybody just because they're there. So for right now, I'm not really seeing marriage. I'm seeing figure yourself out. In the meantime, go have fun, flirtatious, all of that good stuff. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So I know that some of you guys commented earlier. Yes, we're all very impressed. I don't know if you guys heard that loud ass car. But I know that some of you guys commented earlier, but I don't know who's still in the chat. So if you're wanting to get a reading, put your name and what you'd like your reading to be about, and we'll get into it. I'm going to do a quick, like ultra quick for Ladybug Mama and see what's going on. What's up with you and your mom? Ultimately, though, it really just does feel like narcissistic mom thing. You're welcome. Yeah, bruh. I feel like your mom is resentful of having to be a mom. That's what I'm getting. Taylor. Okay, you're going to be up next, Taylor. But okay, so we have the Eight of Swords in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Swords in reverse. So to me, I just get the vibe that your mom was kind of resentful of needing, or like becoming a mom. It was like, I don't want that responsibility. And like, now I have to keep up with this little kid. And as a mom, a lot of the time your kids are a mirror to you. So they show you things about yourself that you don't like. Like they'll give you the same attitude that you have. And that doesn't sit right with certain people, especially unhealed people. So I just feel like there was a lot of resentment. Like she had a lot of trauma to begin with, the men that she encountered, all of that shit, that she just has a lot of resentment attached to it. And then needing to become a parent to a child that was this mirror to her, and then her seeing you as competition. It was just a really messy, toxic situation. And I don't know if she had an issue with drinking as well. Like, as you can see, there's a lot of imagery around drinking. And so I don't know if she had an issue around that too, but she quickly tried to run away from her issues, and having a child, you can't run away from it. So she just kind of pointed the finger at you and made it your issue. So that's kind of what I'm seeing in regards to that, my love. But please, Ladybug, like, girl, go get some healing around that, because that's not your responsibility. That you did not choose to be born. Okay. All right. I literally tell my husband, okay, I literally told my husband that all the time. I have thought since I was a kid, she's a super Christian, no drinking. Oh, okay. So no drinking, but to me, it just feels like, oh God. Yeah. There's a lot of issues around the men in her life that have been super controlling. And so I think was sort of resentful of the fact that she never really got to live her own life. And I think that it probably rubbed her the wrong way. Like, you growing up and you having I just think she was jealous of you, to be honest. Anyways. There's, if my husband and I will have children in the near future. So I didn't actually read your comment before I posted it, and I don't do pregnancy or fertility readings. So I'm sorry, I can't really give you that information. Pregnancy and fertility readings are against the U.S. Tarot Code of Ethics, so it's unethical to provide those. Plus, just reading on pregnancies and fertility in general is really fucking difficult. So I'm sorry, Taylor. I got to move on. You're welcome, Ladybug. Okay. Oh, shoot. I just already did that one. Okay. Adriana. Ooh. Got you. Okay. Okay. Adriana, let's see what's going on in your marriage. So what's going on for Adriana in her marriage? Okay. So question for you, Adriana, are you pregnant, or have you been talking about pregnancy? I know, ironic that I say that right after saying I don't do pregnancy and fertility readings. It's just the fact that this is the card that came out for you, the World, and this can represent Okay, no? Okay, cool. Because I was just gonna say this represents like fertility as well as like new beginnings and that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to cancel that one out. Just like take that out of the potential reasonings for that card. Okay. So hold up. Sorry. I'm so sorry I wasn't replying because I had to start dinner. Because he was yelling at me too, but I really appreciate your reading. Listen, you fucker. You got 2 hands and 2 legs, make your own food. God. Okay, anyways, let's get back to it for Adriana. So you came out as the world. He's coming out as the King of Pentacles or the King of Coins. And the energy in between you guys is the 5 of Coins. So like I described earlier, the 5 of Coins is this energy of kind of just keeping somebody in your life simply because they've been in your life. It's like, I'll keep you around for old time's sake, not that you're actually being beneficial to me. Underlying energy here is the 9 of Pentacles, which again is just supportive of the idea of you wanting to be single. I wonder if he's also in that mindset. So yeah, this is for you. 2 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Yo, there's a lot of, and correct me if I'm wrong here, please, Audrey, like Adriana, like feel free to let me know. Do you guys argue a lot? Because there's a lot of fiery energy here, and to me, it just, hold up, let me see for him. High Priestess in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Fool. Okay. Yes, a lot. Okay. Got it. I'm going to look specifically into him to see if there's a third party, because what I'm seeing, like, okay, let's just show you. This is overall. So this is the overall message for you in your relationship. The Tower, the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So first of all, if you guys have not like looked into counseling, therapy, whatever it is, go and do that. Go and do that now. Like, go talk to somebody about it. If he's not open to that, then that might be your answer right there. Because to me, this is like you guys have a very aggressive way of communicating. This feels like 2 people who are triggered, who don't know how to find the words to communicate. And I think that you've been, oh, he's not open to it. No surprise there, because, oh my God, my ego. I can't go to therapy. Fucking stupid. God forbid you talk about your feelings. Can you give me the initial of his first name so I can look specifically into him and just kind of like hone in? Because like, dude, to me, as it stands, it feels like you are beating a dead horse. J? Of course it's a J. All right. What's up with J? Are there any third-party actions happening? Oh. Okay. Well, the 7 of Swords came out, and the 7 of Swords is about lying. Like, it's deception, trickery. It's like this kind of energy, just finding loopholes and being really deceptive. So 7 of Swords, the Moon, and the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, he is so detached from his emotions. It, to me, feels like somebody who's like going in autopilot and then getting angry when somebody asks him to like stop and really think about what he's doing. It's just autopilot. And he doesn't want to like process why he is doing the things that he's doing. And it's fucking frustrating. Ah, there you are, the World. 5 of Swords in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles. 10 Ten of Swords, Three of Cups, the Hierophant, Magician, Strength in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse. You know, I don't really get the vibe that he's being unfaithful. To me, if anything, he's like venting to coworkers or venting to people that he has like a platonic connection with. But the thing is, like, it's still not fucking fair to you that he's not communicating or girl, like, here's the thing. I really feel like you need to go to therapy for yourself. Like, you go for you and then take action after that. Because right now it feels like he is in autopilot and is just one foot in front of the other. So one of you guys needs to learn how to communicate instead of just yelling at each other. Bitch fire, stand up for yourself. Forgive and paint the sun back into your sky. So exactly, this is just like, you know what? I'm going to let it go and I'm going to do what's right for me. So that's your advice here, is just like, okay, there is no feasible way for me to positively affect somebody outside of myself until I positively affect myself. So you're really just being called to work on yourself, to better yourself, go to counseling and work out what it is that you're experiencing for yourself. And then, you know, go from there. Because yeah, one of y'all needs to figure out how to use supportive language in communicating with one another. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So I think I have time for two more. So who's up next? Baby, let me know. First name and what you'd like to look into, and then we'll jump into it. If I'm not able to get to you, by the way, you can book private readings on my website, which is in the description of this video, or just reach out to me on Instagram, DM me on there, which again is linked in the description of this video. If you're wanting to like jump in the line and for sure get your reading during this live, then you can send a donation to either Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, which is in the description of this video too. But other than that, like, shoot your shot, y'all. Put your name and what you'd like your reading to be about. I'm not the girl I wasn't used to be. Bitch, I might be better. Turn up the music. Turn down the lights. Okay. Excuse me. My name is Meredith. Will my husband get a job within the next, or will my husband get a job in his new career field? Blech. Okay. So can you please let me know the initial of his first name, and then I can look in a little bit better. Charlene. All right, D. What's going on for D in his workplace? Okay, so what I heard was, I heard assert yourself, and then I heard stand up for yourself, Poindexter. So it really just feels like he's going to need to be very proactive in like either putting his resume out there, getting his name in people's ear. It just feels like he's going to have to hit the pavement. Okay, yeah. And I don't know if that's, wait, what? He's got a whole BS in a new career path. Not me saying like bullshit. He's got a whole bullshit and a new career path. But bachelor's of science. Thank you. Because what I was gonna say, so he got the star in reverse and the 7 of wands, and then and then the 5 of swords. Dude, it's all good because I know this is a conversation and language that you speak on a day-to-day basis. I don't, so I understand. So what I was going to say is it feels to me like in the past, maybe he's had fear around really asserting himself and just saying like, hey, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm an asset to this company. You want me. So let's do this. I don't know if he's ever really asserted himself on that level, but he's kind of being guided to do something to that degree of just saying like, hey, this is what's up. Here I am. Give me a job. Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse, 3 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is something that I feel like he's gotten really cool with his coworkers. Like he's cool with the people that he works with, but as far as the higher up, it feels like he needs to get more comfortable in like saying, you know, you want me, so give me the job. Yeah, because the thing is, like, he's good at what he does. I feel like he feels super comfortable in his work. He feels comfortable with the work that like the people that he works with, in what it is that he does. Yes, I do take donations to Skip the Line, and there's a link in the description to where you can send payment. Anyways, so essentially it's just like, if you know that that is what you bring to the table, that you don't have issues with coworkers, that you're good at your job, right off the bat, an employer is going to be like, yes, please. So he needs to start acting like that. He needs to remind himself that when he goes into an interview or when he asserts himself, that these people want to say yes. Like they are actively looking to fill a position. They want to fill the position. Make it easy for them by saying, this is what I bring to the table. You get what I'm saying? Good. All right. Oh, wow. That was quick. No, never mind. No. Okay, what we got? Yeah. Says, how's that for a happily ever after? Exactly. Because I think he's being really, like, there's a difference between being humble and completely not believing in yourself. And I think maybe he needs to look at where he's leaning on that. Okay. So anyways, that's my advice for that one. You're welcome, dude. Okay. So, let me see. That was loud. Hold up 1 second. Aw, thanks, Carol. Thanks, Carol. You just sent a donation. I was trying to see if somebody sent one to Skip the Line. That's why I was checking. Aw, you're welcome, dude. You're welcome. So who's next? Throw your name into the pile. I know that some of you guys commented earlier, but I don't know who's still in the chat, which is why I ask again. So let me know. This is going to be the last one, though, because I got to go live my life. There comes that Lizzo song in my head again. Turn down the lights. I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright. Okay. Charlene. So I'm going to do Charlene's right now. And then Georgia, I'm going to like warp speed jump into yours at the end just to wrap it up. Okay. So Charlene, this is Charlene. I want to know if my new job is a right fit. Okay, cool. So what's up with Charlene's new job? Is it a good one? Does it feel right? Oh, nausea. Never mind. Nausea's on the list too. Nausea and then Georgia. Okay. I just started Charlene. Sorry about that. I just got notification of your donation. So I'll do yours. Okay, so it's going to be Charlene, Nausea, and then Georgia. Did you, okay, I want to know if my new job, okay. Did you like literally just start this job? Or have you just like, are you like days away from starting it? Have you started working there yet is what I'm trying to ask. Okay, cool. Thanks for understanding, Nausea. You start Monday. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so your advice is a little similar to that reading that I just got done with, and that is that you need to allow yourself to show up and like be like, you hired me for a reason. These people, like, to me, it feels like you have this energy of going into this place and being like, oh God, I hope they don't hate me. But when you have that energy of like preparing for people to hate you, you kind of project that, you know, you kind of have the feeling of like, are they looking at me weird? Oh no, they are. They do hate me, you know? Because what I'm seeing is that this is an opportunity for you to like lighten the load, lighten the burden on you financially, but emotionally and energetically, it feels scary. It feels like you are walking into your first day of school and you're the new kid. And so it's like this transformation that's happening for you, this growth that's happening for you is something that is like an opportunity for you to have this new beginning of the stability financially and all of those good things. So to me, it feels like I can't totally feel if this is like a long-term good for you kind of job, but I will say that this is a lesson that is being presented to you to finally like really enjoy like your work environment. Because I don't think that you've given yourself that opportunity in the past. Is that making sense for you? Because, yeah, I see the potential for you to actually make friends or at least like friendly people at that workplace. So it's like, don't go in projecting that everybody's going to hate you because that might not be the case. Yes, it's making sense. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's get you some advice around that. Remind yourself though that like, hold up. Release your guilt. So this is like release all of that fear that you had in the past. You deserve sugar, not salt. And then take control of your own narrative. So essentially your guidance here is to let yourself walk into that space and be like, well, I know I don't have to worry about the bosses because they're the ones that hired me, so I don't have to trip about that. And as far as my coworkers go, like, girl, I'm a good person and I'm just going to exist as the good person that I am. And if we vibe, sweet. If we don't, I'm not taking it personal. You're just a coworker. That's what you're being called to do. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. Okay. Nausea. You're welcome. Okay, so Naja, thank you for your donation, babes. What would you like your reading to be about? Okay. There it is. Okay. D. What does D think of you? Okay. There it is. All right. Okay, what's going on with Naja and B? I just heard friendship turn flirty. Does that make sense? You guys like started out as friends and then it got flirty and now you're kind of like, what is this? Okay. Oh, at your job. Okay. Okay. Got it. All right. So you're showing up as the strength. He is the 7 of coins in reverse. And the energy between you guys is the 8 of swords in reverse. Is he a higher up? Like, is he a boss or a supervisor? Anything beyond coworker? Maybe a manager, something like that? Friendly. Got it. Because I kind of get the vibe that he doesn't want to like fuck up his income essentially by doing this. So that's giving me the vibe that maybe he has something to risk. So no, but he does something different than I do. Okay. Because this is the vibe that I'm getting from him is like, I don't know if he has a tendency to flirt or date with his coworkers, because the energy between you guys is the 8 of swords in reverse. And the 8 of swords is like self-inflicted toxic cycles. And so to me, the energy that I'm getting from him is like him not wanting to risk his job or his income. Because again, like this is what he's showing up as. So it's like, I don't know that I really want to risk this. So you're showing up Empress in reverse, 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. And the 8 of Coins in reverse. Ooh, my lord. This is kind of on your radar too. It's just like, I don't want to fuck up my workplace. This might be more trouble than it's worth. Like, this is where, like, you know how they say don't shit where you eat? This is kind of the vibe that I think both of you are kind of feeling. So for him, he's got the Star in reverse, 6 of Swords, and the 6 of Coins in reverse. And then overall, 6 of Cups, Emperor, and the Page of Swords. Honestly, hold up. I just realized I grabbed extra cards. But honestly, it does feel like a vibe of both y'all. And yep, exactly. That makes sense. He kind of showed strong attention and then dwindled it a little bit. Yeah. To me, it feels like both of you have like this acknowledgement that there's something flirtatious and fun about one another, but ultimately both of you are kind of in the mindset of like, I am not about to fuck up this money. So like have fun flirting if you want to, but both of you seem to know to draw the line right when it comes to like, don't fuck with my money. So what's some advice here? Let's see. What's some advice for you? So yeah, he's attracted to me. Yeah. Yeah, he is. I mean, he's got eyes, babe, and you're beautiful. So he's gonna he's gonna notice that. Also, you have like this really strong, genuine, like energy to you, and so that's attractive. He's not blind, is what I'm saying, but he's also not willing to fuck up his money. So I think that's kind of where it ends. And your advice here is to rest, give yourself time to recuperate. It's just for you. Pull it back, give back to yourself. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys is just It's cute, it's flirty, but as it stands, the money's more important. You know what I mean? The stability, the bills being paid is the priority here. So, yeah, I hope that helps. You're welcome. Okay. Let me see. Are they still here? Georgia, are you still here? I'm coming out tonight. Coming out tonight. Awesome. Okay. Let's see what we got for you, love. Let's just see what you need to know. Thank you for being patient too. Okay. What's going on for Georgia? Aww. Okay, hold up. What I just like this, a lot of the time I channel songs for whoever it is that I'm reading for. And what song that just came through is "The dark days are over, the dark days are gone. Can you hear the horses? 'Cause here they come." And I know you said you've been going through it. So the fact that "The dark days are over" is a song that came through, I was like, oh, I love that for you. Yeah, okay. So, So here's what we got. We got the Seven of Swords in reverse with the High Priestess and the Six of Cups. So my advice to you, my love, in order to really usher in this new energy of like you really showing up for yourself and you making room for those dark days to be over, is for you to do things that are a little bit more playful, a little bit more in alignment with what your inner child or what you like to do as a child. So for me, that's like watching Spice Girls and dancing and being silly and doing that kind of stuff. So if that speaks to you, then start doing that. Because to me, what I'm seeing is this real call to get back to your happiness on a basic level. Underlying energy here is the Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Cups is about that fulfillment and that emotional stability and happiness within yourself. Just like you and yourself feeling so damn good. So, and finding your emotions, finding your happiness and stuff like that. So you're really being guided to get back to the basics of what makes you happy. And some of that is like playful child kind of energy. Is that making sense for you? So Strength in reverse, Seven of Cups, and the Master in reverse. Yeah, you've had a lot of really dark days and a lot of heaviness, but you're really being called to tune into the vulnerability of just saying like, bitch, we've gone through it. But what is it that we can do to be a little bit more playful? Because the Seven of Cups here is like daydreaming and being exploratory. It's also you exploring your emotions as well. So the big advice for you here, babes, is you leaving behind this darkness, you leaving behind this with the intention of like, let's just daydream and fantasize and see what is possible and just like explore in that. So what I'm feeling is like, go take yourself to the Dollar Tree or maybe go Uber some Dollar Tree items to yourself to just finger paint or play with Play-Doh or kinetic sand or something that is just simple and fun for you to experience. Okay. So let's get some self-care and guidance. Some self-care and guidance for Georgia. Aw, thank you, Meredith. I appreciate you, dude. I just keep hearing dark days over, dark days are. So it's about divine timing too. Opportunities are really going to start opening up for you too when you allow yourself to have this different perspective. And try new things too. Try new things. Journal how you've been feeling, or like do like an audio journal of how you've been feeling. To me, it just feels like the advice moving forward is baby steps in getting back to yourself. So things that bring you happiness, journaling how you're feeling, or talking out loud how you're feeling. The reason that I advise, if you're not going to write down and journal it, to then do like audio recordings, is so that you can go back and reference it yourself and kind of look back and say like, yo, I was feeling that way at this time, and now look at where I'm at. And just having that moment of reflection, or re-listening to it and having an aha moment like, damn, bitch, I didn't realize, you know what I mean? Oh, shit, sorry. So meditation to dig deep. This is what we were just talking about, allowing yourself to like be in your own energy, to be playful, to follow your dreams, being more in your fantasies and exploring and all of that, so that you can get to a place of doing the journaling and unpacking all of the heaviness so that you can get to yourself. The playtime is just like this safe way to facilitate you feeling safe to dig into those heavy feelings that you've been having in regards to what you've been dealing with lately. Okay. So supporting yourself on both aspects of like taking care of myself and having playtime, but also taking care of myself and really asking myself hard questions and speaking my truth. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Georgia. I hope that was helpful. I actually have to go. I got to go, dude. Now I'm running late. But I appreciate you guys. I'm going to do these live streams more often. I'm hoping to do them on a weekly basis, but I'll keep you guys posted. So just keep your eyes out for notifications. If you're wanting to see weekly posts from me, like week ahead spreads, what's the next week looking like? You're welcome, Georgia. What's the next week looking like? What do I need to anticipate? Blah, 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 all that stuff. Instagram. That's linked in the description of this video. If you want to get a private reading with me, you could do that through my website, which is also linked in this description of the video. And yeah, if you guys want me to do a specific reading on a specific person, meaning like what I did with Chantal and Amber and all of those things, which by the way, I kind of sort of predicted the whole Amber trying to step on, speak on Chantal in order to get her name out into the girl world. It happened. Anyways, I'm going to go. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. And remember, until next time, if they ain't paying your bills, pay them no mind. Check you later. Mwah.